Namaste. In this session, we will look at how we can trim the outliers using this IQR method. Now, in the last lecture, we looked at the capping method for dealing with outliers by using this IQR method. Okay, and in this one, we'll look at the trimming method. But just a few pointers before we begin. Now, we should ideally split the dataset into training and testing and then apply the outlier engineering techniques only onto the training set, because we want to keep the testing set untouched until the very end. We do not want to see what all data points are present in the testing set, and then we'll want to see how such a model performs on the unseen data which may or may not contain outliers. So this is, since we are simulating real world data, we should not touch the test set until the very end when we are making the predictions. But here we'll assume that the entire data that we have is our training set and that we have a separate testing set waiting for us somewhere else. So I have imported all the necessary libraries and I'll be working with the Fetch California housing dataset. Okay, so this is my dataset and I have dropped my latitude and longitude columns because I don't think they have much predictive power, because we cannot say that 37.88 this value is better than 37.86, because these two are just points indicating the position of a particular house on the map. So now we'll do the trimming method. I first created a copy of this dataset in df_trim, and now I'll define a function called iqr_trimming, and I'll need three arguments. First is my dataset, then next is my list of features, and next is my factor value. So what is the factor value? The factor value is basically this 1.5 value. So we can choose any other value apart from this 1.5 as well, but this is just a standard value which we use. Now first step is to say for each call in this calls list. Now what do I want to do first? I want to calculate my this lower boundary or this lower part of this box, which is my 25th percentile. So I'll say q1 is equal to df of call dot quantile, which is 0.25 quantile, which is same as 25th percentile. So when I say quantile 0.25, it is the same as percentile of 25. Next is my upper quantile, which is df of call dot quantile of 0.75, which is the 75th percentile, which is this upper part of this box. And now I want to calculate my IQR, which is q3 minus q1. So my IQR is q3 minus q1. The next step is to calculate my upper and my lower whiskers. So my upper whisker is 1.5 times IQR plus q3. So my upper whisker q3 plus the factor times the IQR, and my lower whisker is q1 minus the factor times IQR value. Okay, so far so good. Next, we want to keep a note of all of those points which are deemed as outliers according to this condition, right? So we want to keep a note of all of the index values of all of these rows and of all the rows which are lower than the lower boundary as well. But in this case, we do not have any. We just assume that we have this data set of only 6 values, and what we'll be doing is we'll first go one column at a time, and the first column will note that the third index has an outlier, so we'll keep a note of that. Then in the second feature, index 2 and 5 have outliers, so index 2 and 5 have outliers. Then in the third feature, the index 3 has outlier, so index 3, and in the fourth feature, the index 5 has outlier, so index 5. So you see these have duplicate values as well. Now I'll simply take the unique values of this array. Okay, so once I do that, I now have the 3 rows which have outlier points. So I'll just drop all of these rows, and now I'll be left with only the other 1, 4 and 6 rows which do not have any outliers. So my first step is to first create an empty array. Okay, so once I have this, now I'll just show you an example for a particular column. If I do it for the population column, so this is the population column. Okay, now for example, if I find that my upper whisker is 3000 and my lower whisker is 20, okay, so I'll just make this condition here. So if my population value is greater than 3000 or if it is lesser than 20, then that means that point is to be deemed as an outlier. Okay, so if I now execute this, it will give me a boolean array of trues and falses. So if I subset this now, I'll get back all of those rows which are deemed as outliers. So you see this value is less than 20, and hence this condition is true in this case, and we are getting this back. And all of the other rows as well, we are getting only those rows which satisfy this particular condition. So I'll just do a dot index upon this, and these are the index values of all these rows which contain outliers according to our condition. So I'll just copy this here and I'll be using the same logic. Instead of 3000 I'll use the exact value of upper whisker, and instead of 20 I'll use the exact value of lower whisker for each particular column. Okay, and these indexes I'll store in a value called indexes. Now once I have this, I just need to append these indexes into this drop outliers array. Okay, so this should be enough, and now I'll just return my drop outliers array. Now I'll simply call my iqr underscore trimming function, and my data frame is my df underscore trim. My features are stored in my features list, and my factor value is 1.5. Now I also know that these contain duplicate values, so I'll do np dot unique upon this. So now these are unique values, and now if I say dropped is equal to this, so I'll just save them in a variable called dropped, and now I'll just drop these indexes. So I'll say df underscore trim dot drop the labels. What are my labels? My labels are dropped, and I want to do an in place operation. So I have dropped, let us see how many values. So if I do df underscore trim dot shape, well, I forgot to instantiate this s object or this s variable, so I'll say s is equal to df of call. Now I'll have to do this again. I'll quickly do this, and this. Now you see I have 16,842 rows left in my data. So I had, if I do df dot shape, originally I had 2640. So I'll subtract 2640 minus 16842, which is 3798. So I have dropped around 3800 rows from the dataset. Now if we check 3798 upon 2640, we have around 18% of the data. So we are trimming around 18% of the dataset, which is not at all ideal. Now if you draw the before and after plots, we'll see the difference. Now you see, even after doing the trimming, we are left with a few outliers. So we are not left with these outliers. These outliers are new generated outliers because we are now giving new conditions to this median income column and all the other columns as well. So this does not mean that we go on trimming the outliers. Once we do this, this should be enough. Okay. So see, now the distributions look so much better now, and this almost looks Gaussian now, which has only a skew of 0.11. So this is how we can use the IQR method for trimming the outliers.